Hello everyone. It's good to be back after a long time. In this video, we are going to look at Part B sample questions in detail. I hope this video will help you understand and find out the answer, by eliminate options first, and approach the answer. Let's get started. Here, we will be discussing the guidelines for assessing physical restraints in healthcare settings. First, let's look at the question, what do the guidelines inform us about physical restraints? Before going to the options, let's see the paragraph first and try to understand. Take 30 seconds to read the paragraph. Let's crack it. According to the guidelines, healthcare providers should try to verbally de-escalate and offer medications to calm down an agitated patient before resorting to physical restraints. However, if the patient becomes violent, a standard protocol for physical restraints should be followed, and trained personnel should carry out the actual action of physically restraining the patient. Now let's see the options A, B, and C carefully. Read all options and try to eliminate the wrong options first. In option A says that can only be administered to patients by qualified staff. Actually, the guidelines do not mention that physical restraints can only be administered by qualified staff. While it is important that trained personnel carry out the actual action of physically restraining the patient, there is no requirement that only qualified staff can do so. Therefore, option A is wrong. Let's move on to option B. In option B says that, must be applied before patients become aggressive. Here, the guidelines do not suggest that physical restraints should be applied before patients become aggressive. In fact, the guidelines recommend that physical restraints should only be used as a last resort after verbal de-escalation and medication have failed to calm down an agitated patient. Therefore, option B is also wrong. Let's look at the last option C. It says should only be used on patients as a last resort. If you think option C is right, yep, you are right. The guidelines do says that physical restraints should only be used on patients as a last resort. This means that physical restraints should be considered only after all other interventions have been attempted and have failed to calm down an agitated patient. Physical restraints can be traumatic and pose a risk to patient safety, so they should not be used lightly. I hope this video is useful to you. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. We will upload detailed sample questions regularly. Thank you for watching OET for Practice channel.